Okay, so we got a new game mode that I came up with that I wanted to try. Ignore the picture of my cat, but we got a new game mode that I made up that I wanted to try. So I thought, why not record it and then struggle to edit it for a few weeks. But here we are. We've got it's a sort of Cerastus centered game mode. I think it's called Cerastus Control. We're setting up here on Honey's first turn. And so Honey is the pink, Sultry is the purpley pink. So purpley pink setting up first, Honey setting up second. You know, just going through the motions of setting everyone up. The whole gimmick of this game mode is to get to the middle and control the Cerastus Lancer, and you know, maybe some fun things will happen when you get there. So we are starting on Sultry, I believe, and ignore the fact that the names are the wrong way around on the board. I do fix it about halfway through, but just pretend it's the right way around. You know, when I was doing it and I was facing it, I was like, no, yeah, that's the right way. It's not. So, let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, so Honey is actually going first. I got that one wrong. So, while we get it all set up in the movement phase, just some background on these knights. We've got the crazy sort of graffiti-covered Jinx themed knights on Honey's side. We've got my cool, calm warlord of my army on the other side. Oh, we got an Armiger shooting at Sultry here. Let's see how this goes. I will 3 pluses to hit. We'll see how those go through. Two of those go through. 5 plus to wound. Fucking rotate ion shields. That's rude. Yeah, for the rest of the video, I do figure out that I should just write the words the other way. That's the only time I do it. 4 plus save. That's a save. Unfortunate. But, you know, it's an Armiger going up against this motherfucker. We got 3 plus to hit. That's a 6. Jesus, a 5 plus to wound. 3. We're moving on to this fucker over here. Okay. There might be some vital missing footage, but the whole idea is no one's got hit yet. You can see me moving this fucking shit out of the way all the time. But it's very simple motions for what we've got going on. Now, ignore the fact that Honey is off screen. You can see them. They are there, I promise. What are they in this video? I think it is the Crusader. They've got the 2 weapons just firing and firing and firing away. I don't think they're actually close enough. They are on their their objective that's closest to their side. I don't think that's on screen. This is the first time that I've recorded. You know, if I ever do it again, it'll be done better. Now we're on to Sultry's turn 1. That's a lot better. We're gonna just skip through some things here. Don't want to keep you waiting too long. There's some hours going on. So the major idea behind this is I wanted the objectives, like the center objective, I wanted it to be more interactive. So once you get there and you get control, you got some choices. One of them is just you get a bunch of command points. The other one is that you can detonate the point and no one can interact with it, and it does a little bit of damage on its way out. And the last thing it can do, we'll get to it when we get there, but it's pretty cool. This is definitely more of a casual game mode. I don't think I don't think you should try and play it too seriously. It's just meant for fun. This is a knight-centric game mode as well. If it was on anything else, I don't think it would be as fun, depending on what army you're doing. We've got some CP going on. Now the major, point-taking sort of rule for the game is if your warlord kills something, you get 15 victory points. So you want to be careful about what does the finishing blows, which is a mistake that I do make a few times. Armiger is hurt, one of them is gone. That is unfortunate. There's me. I found out after this video, walkers can't go on top of terrain. I'm not very good at this game. I haven't played it a lot. I'm just sort of shimmying honey along, trying to get them in a good position. We love the crab walk of the knights. We're just trying to get over there. We're going after, I believe, the name is Adonis. That is Adonis. The hot pink is Adonis. If you can see, the purpley armature is called Tender. With that Helverin, I think I don't actually have officially part of my army. It's just a second themed knight in that sort of area. It has nothing to do with the lore or anything. It's just sort of kept out of the way. And as you can see sort of going on here, I do actually manage to do some damage to Adonis. You would hope so, having a giant knight going after the little one. Ooh, tank shock. Brutal shit. I'm actually moving more into AdMech as it turns out, as times go on, but I did have my wife with me during recording, and she found some fun to have. Thank you.
Stand ready for my arrival. Be glad that you're a Warhammer nerd with a girlfriend, alright?
I don't need it that bad. No, I love you. Thank you to my wife for being my source of frustration. No, I love her very much. It's very fun to have her. She does help, I promise. She wants you to know that that I don't hate her and that she doesn't hate me. She's just a funny little creature. So we're going through the motions again. I think we've got some attacks going on to Sultry. A armature is gone. That would be Adonis. Adonis is gone. Adonis the Warglaive, which is a bit of a blow because Warglaive's really good at taking out vehicles, so it's unfortunate that that's been lost. There are no Warglaives actually left on the board, which is probably a smart thing. To nail those down, and we are at equal victory points right now. Sultry and Honey have had their names put in the right place. The victory points same, CP is the same, so we're all good. I do apologize if I miss some things during this video, because as I say, I'm not very good at this. I have not been playing for... I've played against my wife, and that's it. Oh, target-rich environment. This is the last thing that you can do on this point. You have 3 options, and this is target-rich environment, obviously inspired by the animation, or I think it's from a game, I don't know, where the knight lands and it says target-rich environment. It's stupid. But what it lets you do is it lets you take control of the Cerastus Lancer for a turn, which can be very interesting. I chose this Lancer specifically because if you have control of it for 1 turn, you can choose something and go, fuck you. You can choose something and say that, no, I don't want that on the board, that can go. Which, in this game mode, isn't always the best thing. You might not want to go after the big bad. You don't really want to kill anything with the Lancer in this, because you get points from killing things with your Warlord. The Lancer isn't your Warlord. In the end, it does end up destroying Sultry, and I don't get any victory points on it on that. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. We've got a tank shop going on. Strength 20 on that fucking Lancer is insane for tank shock. It's pretty good. Also, lets you do it for free on its ability, which is always fun. Getting those mortal wounds in, those vital mortal wounds. I really am a little sad. Don't get any points for it, but it's gone. Sultry is taken. We've taken that point, and at this point in the game, it's pretty clear cut. You know, once you get rid of the Warlord or the big knight on the other side, that's probably a bit of a flaw with it. Uh, you know, once you get rid of the warlord, the game is pretty much over unless you have massive sort of points going on. Data extraction is the gain 15 victory points from controlling the Lancer sort of situation. We've obviously blazed through Sultry's turn. There's only one armiger left, and this is basically now just a game of cleanup. We're just trying to get through it as quick as I can. I think at this point I am so tired and I'm so ready to be done. This is like an hour and a half, I think, that I spent doing this shit. But it was very very fun for me to be able to use these models and to test them out and sort of have fun with this game mode that I thought about when I was walking home.
Pancakes. Fried chicken. Nachos.
Once again, some vital wisdom from my wife. We were watching Invincible at the time. Such a silly creature. Alright, so we're getting back into it. Getting in serious mode. We are just trying to get through this as much as possible. You can tell I'm getting desperate. I'm sending a Helverin into melee. The fuck is that? Honestly, obviously it's not a terrible thing to do because I've got nothing really left. So it's just a game of let's get this done, let's get this out of the way. At around 4 right here. My Helverin actually dies. But you know, no victory points because not the Warlord. I think probably if I reiterate on this, you know, crippling the army by not being able to score more points by getting rid of the Warlord just gives you another reason to go after the big knight. So maybe I'll switch it around and make it the armigers that have to get the kills, but we'll see. This is actually on victory points. It's pretty even right now. But obviously I've got my Warlord left, and all I need to do is secure this kill, and I will be ahead, and Honey will win. There you go. I believe that's it. That is the final shot. The final score, 55-40. But that vital last kill ended up getting the win in the end. And there it is. So, a really kind of short and boring video, but this is just me testing out the Cerastus game mode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy yourself in some sort of way. And, yeah, bye.
Your army won, by the way. If we were going to play it, this would be your one.
Is it the better army or the worse army?
I don't know. That's the better knight. That's the knight killer. The Dominus, but the Dominus lost.
Bye bye.